Hello guys, welcome back to another Boom Beach video. Today I'm going to be doing another concept review, what's going to be coming out in January, just kind of going over some ideas. Now I know a lot of people don't like these videos, and a lot of people do like these videos. It's kind of like you either like them or you hate them, so if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. It's that simple. So let's just jump right into this. Okay guys, and remember guys, this is all a theory. Okay, nothing has been confirmed. I don't get any information from Supercell ahead of time. This is all a theory. We don't quite know what's going to be coming out. Chances are it's going to vary a little differently from what I state in this video. Okay, so first we're going to be talking about what the update is. And in a long time ago, I think it was like in August or something, they said they're working on something amazing for December. Now, there's always pushbacks in design and concepts and stuff, so it got pushed back to January. And they said it was going to be one of the biggest updates in Boom Beach history. Now, I can't find that quote anymore, so I don't know if, like, I remember them saying it, but I can't find it anywhere, so it might not be one of the biggest updates in Boom Beach history. But if you think about it, what was other big updates? So the Cycle of Evil was a big update, Task Forces was a big update, and HQ21 was the big update. Those are pretty much the entire updates, and they said it was going to be bigger than HQ21. So if you think about it, what's bigger than HQ21? So I'm going to be going over some small stuff that might come out first, and then I'll get onto the big stuff that's going to be coming out. Okay, so all this small stuff is pretty much just tiny little details that they could add to make the game a little better. First is player search by ID tag. If you didn't know, if you tap on your name, it will give you a player search bar, and that's kind of cool. But you could actually type that in somewhere, so you could type in my tag, and then you would be able to view my base. Okay, so next is a new troop. It's been February of 2015 since the last troop, and that last troop was a Scorcher. Now, granted, Critters came out, which is kind of a troop, but it's more Gumbo ability, but they need to add more troops. This one troop was amazing when it came out, and it's getting kind of boring now. We need more troops. Now, what can this new troop be? I don't know. People kind of want airplanes, but I think airplanes were rolled out at one time, and I think they still are, so you can't be too sure about airplanes. But if you think about it, we want something that's different. Like, we don't want another troop that just gives like a heavy that just tanks or something. We want something different, and Boom Beach is amazing at bringing out new creative ideas. So I think that this new troop, even though I don't have an idea of what it could be, I think it's going to be pretty awesome. Okay, so this next part is a new statue. This next idea is a new statue. So it provides a different view on attacking. Maybe a troop regeneration statue, something to boost, or maybe something that would boost defense. So maybe like a troop, it would go into blue section, so it would go into defense blue section, and it would just like regenerate your building's health over time. So maybe like a 10%, I don't know, but it would like regenerate your building's health. You have this statue, the max would probably be like, I don't know, it would like regenerate your health back to full in like the total amount of time, so it'd take a while and it wouldn't bring buildings back, so that would be kind of cool. It would boost defense a lot, so I think that would be good. They probably won't bring out a statue that boosts offense, because offense is very overpowered, and they're trying to weaken it down even more. Okay, next idea is a base editor like Clash of Clans. Even though they don't want to copy Clash of Clans, they stated that many times. We do need a base editor, and if Supercell's watching this, it still takes me a ton of time to redesign my base. So a base editor like Clash of Clans would be amazing, or just something that could just do mines, just like move mines around easily, because mines are such a pain to move. Even if all this other stuff I mentioned before came out, it wouldn't be that big of an update compared to HQ21. So now we're going to be talking about big ideas that might be released. So we're going to have to go back to General Za, or ZHA. Now I don't know how you would say her name, but I think it's just General Zoe or General Za, so I'm gonna call it General Za. So if you don't know who General Za is, it doesn't mean you're living under a rock, because it's only mentioned one time in the entire game, and it's mentioned at Lieutenant Hammerman HQ30 as soon as you beat that base. Now, chances are General Za is a guy, just because the name kind of seems like a masculine name, but I guess it could be a woman's name also. And remember, he is higher than Colonel Gearhart, so at the very bottom is Lieutenant Hammerman. You get him pretty instantly. Then above Lieutenant Hammerman is Colonel Gearhart. Then above Colonel Gearhart is the General. Now, I'm not sure what's higher than the General. I mean, what's even bigger than a General? Probably like a Governor or a king or something. I don't know, but the chances are it's not going to be a king, because you don't have kings in the beach world. So that's just remember guys, this is an actual person in Boom Beach. It's not a theory about Boom Beach. It's something that's actually coming out, and I can confirm that the message I'm showing you now is actually legit. It's not like just a Photoshop, because I did a video on it and I attacked her or him, Lieutenant Hammerman, and it was a success, and I got the message for myself. Now let's get on to a big idea, concepts. So task forces versus task forces. Now with this recent update, they did a lot of work to task forces, and I think they're kind of preparing for something big that's coming out for task forces. Now task forces was a big update, but they need something bigger. Just task forces alone, the task forces don't connect with other task forces. I don't know, like, they need to be able to connect somehow. So this is why task forces versus task forces would be a cool idea. Now, we don't know all the details. There's been some theories on the forums about their people that give their own ideas for task forces versus task forces. You get paired up with a task force probably around your same force points and or your member count and your level count, and then you would pretty much, I'm pretty sure you'd have like a base or something, and then you'd attack the base. I don't know, haven't read up to it on it too much, but I think that if it were to come out, it's not going to be like those ideas. It's great at being creative, so I think it would be pretty cool, and we just have to kind of wait and see. Now, another idea I had, and this is pretty much on the spot, is task forces and a task force versus General Za. This would make it different from Clash of Clans, because Clash of Clans has clan war versus clan war, and you attack each other. And I don't think they would bring out something like task forces versus task forces, just because it's so similar to Clash of Clans. But if they had like collaborations between two task forces versus General Za, it would be pretty awesome. So this is my idea. You have two task forces, they team up to destroy a base built by Za, and there'd be new defenses, more powerful defenses. I don't quite know like all the details. Maybe the statues, the blue statues might be black, just to kind of show that they're super boosted. But I think it wouldn't like spark that much excitement, if you know what I mean. Like, it would spark maybe a tiny bit of excitement, but people that are outside task forces, not very big of excitement. So I think they're gonna release a feature that draws people into task forces more, bigger task forces. Like, I don't like task forces, but I think they'll release a feature that like draws me into them. So another big idea that I had was a new event to the Cycle of Evil. It's probably not going to be that big, but if they released a bunch of other stuff that's kind of big also, it might be a pretty big update. It would probably, the new cycle to the Cycle of Evil, new event, will probably be something like the new general or something. But the bad thing, oh, that's an alarm going off. The bad thing about a new event to a Cycle of Evil, they're gonna have to release more than one event, because if they release one more event, it becomes a 7-day event, and I think they're trying to stay away from that, because if you can't log on to Boom Beach on one day, you'll never ever be able to get that, because there's 7 events, unless it's a Dr. Tear Day. But if you log on, like, you're not allowed to go on your thing on Saturdays or something, and every Saturday you'll miss like defending Hammerman. But with a 6-day cycle, it always changes, so there'll be days where you can't kill it, but there'll also be days where you can do it. So I think they're trying to do that instead. Okay, and one of the big things, guys, remember, this is our theory. I don't know anything for certain. We do know that General Za is official, but we don't know if she's gonna be or he's gonna be released in this update. So I hope you all liked this video. If you did, be sure to drop a like as always, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.